Yo, what's up, fam? I love that liver shot. But yo, check it. This video here is about that fight last night Deontay Wilder had where he knocked the old boy out. The reason I'm doing this video is because y'all know I love boxing. But, you know, as Mayweather uncle say, this is for all the people that don't know shit about boxing. But anyway, back to my point. Yo, I just thought it was so peculiar, you know what I'm saying? Let that be the word of the day. It was so peculiar. I thought it was like, you know, do you know Deontay Wilder, when they was interviewing him at the post-conference, they said, yo, he broke down and started crying. Because he was crying for the safety of that guy that got knocked out. Rightfully so, right? I agree. But here's where I have the little dilemma. Right? I said, it's kind of peculiar. Like, remember, after the post fight, he was like, it wasn't fake. He really broke down. Maybe it was fake or something. He really broke down, started crying, said, man, you gotta feel, I feel for that guy's safety. You know, his family, man, you gotta be, you know. And he started crying, right? Now, some would say it was fake, but check this out. I love the statement that he said when he said, man, this is not a sport. A sport is something that you play. This is something, man, jokers will get killed. Now, the reason I have just a little conflict with him crying about that guy's safety. Now, I want you to follow me here. I ain't trying to be no type of funny acting or evil type of person. But remember, Deontay Wilder a few years ago, remember he made that statement? He said, man, I want to kill somebody in the ring. I want to kill, yeah. And they said, what? They said, yeah, that's right. I want to go down in history as somebody who killed somebody in the ring. Like a couple of them other cats back in the days. Now, here's my problem with that statement. How do you go from, I want to kill somebody in the ring, to last night's post-conference, now you crying for someone's safety in the ring? Now, just follow me here, because I'm not trying to be an evil type of person. I'm just trying to make you think like all my videos. I want you to think. Remember, for him to say I want to kill somebody in the ring, to now, I fear for his safety. There's one or two things, if not both, happening for him to make that statement about when he was crying. It's one or two things. Number one, and I like to go with the number one more than number two. Number one is maturity. Life experiences and maturity makes him fear for that guy's safety and say something so warm and comforting like that. Like he said, I wanted to go to the guy, but they wouldn't allow me. See, that's maturity and life experiences that make him say something loving like that. Now, here's the flip side of that. Just playing devil's advocate. Another reason why now you say, oh, now you're crying when before you were saying you want to kill somebody, right? Okay, the other reason might be because you want to get on the fans that you lost, possibly. You are jumping on a bandwagon because they telling you to do it. Just like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at all these corrupt cops, these corrupt senators, these racist governors, all these racist politicians, right? You know what I'm talking about. Whenever they get caught saying or doing corrupt stuff, that's when they go back on public, make a public appearance, and then they say they make their public appearance and it's an apology. But their apology, it be them actually literally reading from a script, saying stuff like this. With their dumb asses. I want to apologize because my promoter said I must apologize to better my career, and I apologize. The senators and all these corrupt cops and politicians, for saying all that racist stuff and their criminal activity stuff, when they get caught, that's when they're giving an apology. They're giving an apology because they got caught. So now, when you hear their apology, it's like they're reading. And sometimes you literally see them reading. Your apology is not real if you got to be reading it. Let me tell you something. When I had to apologize, my mother, it was real. I wasn't reading no doggone script. You know, my apology was straight up. I did something wrong to my brother, sister, whoever, someone in the neighborhood. I had to apologize. You know why? Because I knew what the repercussions was from my mother.
Babe, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I kind of disagreed with what you're saying in a way.
Well, what part?
Those are the racists that they actually are forced to apologize. Yeah, I understand. I agree. But there are some that they actually read because why? Because when they are in front of a whole bunch of crowds, sometimes the nerves, when they get nervous, they forget about what they had to say. Not that they don't mean what they're saying. But it's because they forget about what they're saying.
I agree with that, but an apology should come natural.
No, it's
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
When you hear a racist apology,
yeah,
a corrupt cop apology, a politician apology, and they reading the script, but you know what they said. When they said that racist and corrupt stuff that they meant it. They meant it. But now they only apologizing because they've been caught. You ain't apologizing because it's coming from the heart. You apologizing because you got caught. That's like, remember that we did a video like that, and it's called just that. You ain't sorry. What it's called? It's called you ain't sorry. You only sorry because you got caught. That's what it is. Now, back to Deontay Wilder, because I'm a huge Deontay Wilder fan. I'm only playing devil's advocate when I say that, when he said, I want to kill somebody in the ring, and now all of a sudden you crying because somebody got hurt in the ring. I'm only playing devil's advocate. I am a huge Deontay Wilder fan. And for Tyson Fury saying that nonsense, talking about, he made a post a week ago talking about, I beat Deontay 3 times. That's bullcrap. Let me break this down real simple for all y'all out there. This is the real numbers. The first time Tyson Fury and Deontay fought, Deontay beat him, but they called it a draw. He knocked him out. He didn't beat the count, but anyway, he beat him, and they called it a draw. Fight 1. Fight 2, Tyson Fury felt Deontay Wilder's true power, and that's why he decided to lace his left glove, all flipping. You know how to fight in your glove doing all this. This is a clear indication there's something going on in that glove. Fight 2, he laced his glove because he felt, and Fight 1, the true power. So he knew, damn, I got to get an edge. And he wound up winning that fight because he cheated. Now, Fight 3 will go down in history as one of the best heavyweight fights ever. Both of them jokers put on a hell of a fight that night. And you know what? In a very impressive form, Tyson Fury got up from 3 or 4 knockdowns and wound up winning the fight, knocking Deontay out. Yo, take my hats off to both of them that night, because that was a hell of a fight. That's what really goes on. But back to the statement again of Deontay Wilder when he said, I feel for the safety of that man. Now, let me give you just a little bit, a history on that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a prime example. Gerald McCullough, for all you people that do know about boxing, or like Mayweather uncle say, just for all the people that don't know shit about boxing. But anyway, Gerald McCullough, if y'all remember that fight, I think it was about 1990 and 94, 95, something like that.
Oh my God.
Nigel Benn and Gerald McCullough had a fight. Hell of a fight. And Gerald McCullough, that joker is nice, and Nigel Benn is nice. That was a hell of a fight. Unfortunately, at the end of the fight, McCullough, he had a concussion, brain tumor, whatever. He had a lot going on up in his head that it made him brain dead for a while. He couldn't walk, talk, eat, none of that for a while. He was hospitalized. He was messed up for a while. He had to get rehabilitated to learn back to walk and to properly talk and everything. And it was a long time after all his rehabilitation. I remember I watched the interview. Nigel Benn came to visit him. And, you know, he wanted to tell him that he loved him, man, and I hope you're doing better. But McCullough was still messed up in the brain. When he seen Nigel Benn, you seen the look on his face. He said, man, you tried to kill me, man.
Yeah,
you tried to kill me.
Crazy,
and Nigel Benn started crying because he was hurt. He was like, nah, man, it was just see now? And you see my point? It goes back to my point of what Deontay Wilder said. This is not a sport. Because a sport is something you play. You go home. Man, he said people can get killed in this stuff. And when McCullough said that to Nigel Benn was there for love and care and support. But McCullough was still messed up in the brain. He said, man, you tried to kill me. You tried to kill me. And Nigel started crying, man, and he had to leave because he was broken up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. A very handsome young man. He was young.
Who? Me?
No. No, but the one that was there, he had a whole future.
She's talking about Gerald McCullough. See,
Yeah.
this is my wife. She can say that. I can see goofy stuff like that. Like, he was a hand smack. Now, I say he was a hell of a fighter.
Yes,
he was a hell of a fighter.
Yes, he was. But
he was a handsome man.
he was very handsome, young, and unfortunately, his whole boxing ways is just went down the drain.
Yeah. So, yo, my point, like I'm saying, I was only playing devil's advocate because, yo, for Deontay Wilder, I'm a huge fan. And it's fact what he said. This is not a sport. Sport is something you play. We don't play this. People get hurt. But like he was saying, where I'm playing devil's advocate is how he said before, I want to kill somebody in the ring. Now you're so concerned about somebody in the ring. So, like I said, this goes to that apology stuff. You see all these corrupt politicians. Y'all just jumping on the bandwagon. So am I saying it's tight? Is Deontay Wilder jumping on the bandwagon? Maybe. I don't know. To get fans back or whatever. Nah, but I don't want to go with that one. I want to go with my first one. I think it's just maturity of him and life experiences. That's why he fell for that man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I gave y'all that story about Gerald McCullough, because he went brain dead over that. And then when he got all that rehab back and he seen Nigel, yo, he broke down. Nigel broke down because he's like, yo, man, it was a fight, man. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I wasn't trying to kill you.
Yeah.
But that's what Gerald said. You tried to kill me, man. You tried to kill me.
Yeah, that was very emotional.
You know what I'm saying? I never forgot that fight. That fight messed with me when I said, damn. And then when I seen his rehabilitation process, I get what Deontay Wilder's saying. Mm-hmm. This is not a sport. A sport is a game that you play. This is something Joker's lives are put at stake. And like he said, we put on a show for y'all out there, for you out there. But Joker can get hurt and killed in this ring.
Exactly.
So, in closing, that's all I'm basically putting out there is how he said, I want to kill somebody in the ring. Now he has concern. You know, maybe he jumped on the bandwagon. I don't think so. I think it's maturity and life experiences that make him speak better and think better and have a more caring heart. But he still have a job to do. And on that note, southpaw, conventional. Right. Let me get it right. Conventional, because I'm a right. You know what I'm saying? Leave that left foot. Boom, boom, boom. Red, hit, live up. Peace.